Hey everybody, this is Geneva of whatever, Geneva's Closet Talk Show. Please make sure you like and share this video and subscribe to Geneva's Closet if you haven't already done so right here on YouTube. And you can follow me on Facebook at Geneva's Closet, and you can email me at genevascloset22 at gmail.com. Now, let's get into the news. Hey everybody, and you can follow me on, did I say Facebook? You can follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, or X, or whatever, everything at Geneva's Closet. That's Geneva's with an S and Closet with two T's. How are you doing, everybody? So I'm going live on YouTube, but my plan originally was to just go live on Facebook because I hardly ever just go live, just only on Facebook. But I said, you know what, let me go live on YouTube. Then I can upload it, save it or whatever, and then upload it to on Facebook. Hey, Ray the Boss. Hi, beautiful. How are you doing this fabulous, wonderful Thursday? So, yeah, I just wanted to come on here and talk about this whole YouTube Las Vegas shooting thing. And the reason why I want to talk about that is because I'm a YouTuber, I'm a content creator. So I just think that that goes with everything that I already do. And then plus, I'm in Las Vegas. It happened in Las Vegas, and I didn't even know about it. I had no idea because I hardly even watched it. Well, I don't never really watch the news unless I'm on social media scrolling and then I happen to see something. I'm like, oh, what's going on? And I never really even stay on that for too long because it can just be so negative. But Essie Berry called me the other day and she was like, Geneva, did you hear about what happened in YouTube in Las Vegas on the strip? And I'm like, girl, no, I'm like half an hour away from the strip. I don't be paying attention, what's going on. But when I found out, I just thought it was horrible. So what happened was that on Sunday, June 8th at about 10:40 p.m., there were two YouTubers. What is his name? His name is Finney the Legend, and his wife Bubbly was on the Las Vegas Strip. They were right in front of the Bellagio, and it was about 10:40. They said about 10:40 p.m. and they're filming. And then this other YouTuber, and his name is Manuel Ruiz, because I think I said in my video, I don't know what I said. Ruiz. I don't know what I said, but his name is Manuel, but they call him Sin City Manny. The man, Finney and his wife were going live. Manny come up with his wife, and then he shoots him and kills both of them right there on the Las Vegas Strip on Sunday. So then on Monday, he goes and he turns himself in. And then, so he had his court date. I think he had a court date on Tuesday, and then he had another one today or whatever. But my whole thing with this situation, so we're going to get into the details of it because everyone is like, this started off as a YouTube beef, but it really did not start off as a YouTube beef. Come to find out, they had their first encounter 2 years ago on Halloween in 2023. So I guess both of them are YouTubers who like to film what's going on the strip and Fremont and all, and all of that jazz, what's going on. Now, Manny, which he's Hispanic, he's Mexican. Manny likes to, put makeup and stuff on his face and like to be in different type of costumes over on the strip. And then Finney and his wife, I guess they just be dancing and talking to the people and showing what's going on. But both of them are YouTubers. So I guess what happened on this Halloween in 2023 was Finney and his wife, Bubbly. They were there on Fremont, and I guess they were filming, doing their thing. And Manny, he was with his group because he has a group of people, and they're called the Sin City Family. And him and the Sin City Family were there doing their thing on Fremont, whatever, filming, performing, whatever. And then I guess Bubbly, the wife, she started, filming what was going on, and then she was filming Manny. Manny got mad, took his hand and bumped her hand. And then she came and she got in his face, like, you want me bumping my hand? And, I'm pretty sure that's what happened, and then I guess some of his sin, and I don't know if he was like, I don't know if it was like a little tussle, because there's a video that I uploaded that it shows like a little tussle. They're arguing. Bubbly's husband, Finney, he comes and he gets in between, to try to stop his wife and the other people from having these altercations. And then I think some woman comes up from the Sin City Family. She comes up and then she starts to go back and forth with Bubbly. And it looked like some sticks was picked up and they were fighting with some sticks and all of this stuff. So that was their first encounter. And they said that's where the whole because I don't think this is shown on the video. This is not shown on the video that I uploaded. But then Manny was supposed to had Mace Bubbly in the face. Now, then after this, I'm assuming Manny and his wife, and I forgot what her name is, but Manny and his wife, I'm assuming then they did a video probably talking about the altercation, because then we seen the video that Bubbly did, because her and her husband, they went back to their hotel. They did a video. She came, she did a video, and she said that, you should have put your hands on me. This is America, free speech. I can come up and I can say anything I want to in your face, but you can't put your hands on me. And I understand what you're trying to say. So this is how I know that Manny and his wife, or the people, the Sin City family, must have did a live or did a video, and they had something to say about this altercation. Because she was like, I understand what you're trying to say, but I don't agree. You can't put your hands on me and all of this type of stuff. But based on what I'm hearing from Finney's friend, that Finney basically was like, the wife was like, you know what, I'm okay, Bubbly. She said, I'm okay, whatever. Finney was like, you know what, whatever, we're going to handle this in other ways. And I guess the other ways was the social media. So then there went then the social media beef, the beefing back and forth. Now, based off of a video that I was just watching right before I came on here, that Finney did 2 months ago. He said, so this was 2 months ago, he was saying that he had 2,000 subscribers, and that Manny guy had 40,000 subscribers. And I'm assuming that they're talking about on YouTube. He had 2,000, Manny had 40,000. He was talking about, but then he get more views, then Manny get views. Now, mind you, Manny is 41. Finney, if I'm not mistaken, is 44, and his wife Bubbly is 43. So like everybody is in their 40s, talking about how many subscribers that they have, how many views they get. See, that's why. See, and then then part of this YouTube beef was that now every Tuesday, because now Finney is going live or doing videos discussing his issues with Manny and the Sin City family, and then other people then start coming on saying that, wait a minute, we had some issues with Sin City too in Las Vegas over on the strip, and all of that stuff too. So now Finney is now getting more followers, more support. People are sending him cash, money. They, how people be sending money and whatever it's called, whatever. They sending him money. He's getting more followers. He's getting more views. People is agreeing with him because they saying we don't like Sin City too. And then there were some people that was with Sin City at the time that was following Manny and Sin City, who then end up having issues later on, who then came over on Finney's side, and then they were rallying with Finney. And then Manny is getting mad on his side because these videos are being made. He's watching him get super chats and get more followers, and all of these people come up on there and say that we don't like you, we don't like you. And supposedly this was happening every Tuesday. I guess every Tuesday Finney had on his channel, like what is it called? Panels. Those panels where then you start having all of these, and we don't see, like if you watch YouTube, whether you are a YouTuber or you're just a subscriber and you're on, you don't see these panels. And sometimes the panels can be educational panels, good talking panels. You're learning some things from these. This is like, well, some good tea panels. And other time they're toxic panels. Just people just coming on talking, just being mean, just people. We'll get into that later. So supposedly this was going on every Tuesday. Now to get over to with the whole Manny situation. So I heard that Manny, this is from a few videos when I was doing my research, that Manny was over on the strip in Fremont here in Las Vegas, just terrorizing people. He's fighting people, bullying people. I even did put the video in the video that I made. I even put a clip in there where I found the guy on TikTok who showed Finney pushed the old man down because the old man was just trying to dance. He probably tipsy and just out there trying to dance with everybody. And Manny got mad, pushed him, knocked him down. Man fell and like bust his head or whatever. Now I ended up seeing another video that went with that one that showed people standing around looking at him. They like, oh my God, like he done fell and he bleeding from the head and stuff. And then from one of the people, when I was watching the news on this case, I heard one of the people that was one of the men that was talking about what's probably going to happen with this case and in court and everything. He said, and which I did notice that in a lot of Manny's videos or pictures and stuff, he's wearing red. You know, we're here in Las Vegas, not too far from California. So I didn't know if he was in a gang or something like that or whatever. And he do got a lot of tattoos. And old boy was like, and I don't know why nobody haven't said this, that he's in a gang. He got the tattoos. And in his video, he was throwing up gang signs. But man, now I didn't notice the gang signs because I don't know everybody gang signs. I'm from Chicago, so I know Chicago gang signs. But I don't know everybody else's. So I don't know Bloods and Crips. I don't know what their gang signs look like. So he said that he was in his video, the video that he made, I think the day before, I don't know if it was the day before or the day of, that he went and shot Finney and Bubbly. He said in that video he was throwing up gang signs and stuff. So supposedly he's a gangbanger then, which means that his followers and his Sin City family, they may be, you know, dibbling and dabbling in the little gang stuff too. And like I said, they're over on Fremont terrorizing people. I seen several other people that was even here on YouTube who were friends or followers of Sin City who then made videos later on saying F Sin City and we don't like you and woozy woodoo. So yeah, he was definitely having some issues, and I guess his follower count was falling. And then at some point they were doing copyright things. I don't know if it was because, oh, you're using my video clips, or no, I heard that it has something to do with bullying and stuff like that. Don't you know how you can do, try to get somebody video taken down because they're threatening you or bullying you? I think that's what they were doing to each other, back and forth. And then in one of the video clips, you hear Finney saying that he done already gave him 2 strikes, one more, and then his channel gonna be taken down. So as a YouTuber, as a content creator, that can be on any platform. I don't give a damn what platform you on, but a lot of us say that certain platforms are a little bit harder, and people say that YouTube is hard to, build your followers up. And if you done built your followers up, I don't care if it's 5,000. You don't want nobody trying to snatch your channel down with 5,000. That can make you upset. So I'm pretty sure he was feeling a certain type of way. They sending stuff back and forth. But I had heard that they had another encounter, and I had heard it in that video clip that I had posted that it was the Charm Whispers video clip, and I included it in my video. In that video, I hear Manny saying something, or old boy saying something about another altercation. I didn't know what they was talking about. But then I end up finding it in Manny's video that he did 2 months ago. So I guess something happened on Fremont or the Strip again 2 months ago. He said it was on Good Friday. And he said that he wasn't thinking anything. This is what Finney was saying. He was saying that he didn't even think anything was going to happen because on Good Friday, there are extra police out on the Strip. And he didn't think the Manny was going to try to pull anything or whatever. But he said something about that he was still kind of looking over his shoulder just in case anything happened. Mm, mm, mm. Had no idea that in 2 months something was gonna happen, bigger than the little altercation, bigger than the little fighting, what he thought. And something about something happened. So I was still listening to the video before to get the full, because I wanted to actually see the video, because I'm not understanding the Phineas saying that he was going to actually show the video clip, but I was watching other videos that he had posted and stuff. In this particular 6-hour live that Finney did 2 months ago, talking about that he was going to press charges on Manny. He said that he seen Manny some point. He didn't know Manny was behind him. He said something about he wished that someone would have said something. Someone would have said, look behind you or something. Because he said if he would have turned around, it would have been on and popping, basically. But he said he didn't know. And I don't know if he's saying that Manny charged him, pushed him, something like that, but he says something with his back. That's what I'm getting. And then there is a small little video clip out there, because there are channels that people made going against Manny and Sin City. Prior to this whole thing, there's YouTube channels and TikTok channels where people were making videos going against Manny, his wife Julie, that's his wife's name, Julie, his wife Julie, and the whole Sin City family, and some other people within that Sin City family that I don't know about. But anyway, he said that he pushed him in his back, And he said something about that he had got whiplash or something like that. That's what I was saying, because there's a little video clip out here that I think one of them channels made, because it's playing what you want, what you did, bad boys, and it's showing the police with Manny like standing there by the car with his hat on and them glasses, the same thing he had on the day that he shot Finney and Bubbly, showing him being arrested. And it was for this particular incident that he had with Manny. Now, what Manny was saying in his video that he did 2 months ago, partially entitled, the part that I can remember, that he's pressing charges. He said for sexual harassment, because he's also saying in this video that he feels like Manny was gay. Oh my God. I was like, ooh, because men, especially if they're not gay, they don't like to be called gay. And even if they are gay and they ain't told nobody that they gay, they don't like you to sit there and say that. So I can just imagine he was feeling some sort of way about that. But this is what Finney was saying. Finney was like, oh, he touched my booty. So, so he's gay, and how he touched my, whatever. So I was trying to press charges on him for not just pushing me, but for sexual harassment too. But Las Vegas police said that they wasn't going to do that because his wife was with him, and that people were saying that he was not gay. And he said that he had told the police, but that's not true, because there's a words going around that this man is bisexual. So this is the conversation Finney is saying that he's having with the police. Anyway, they asked him, do he want to press charges? He said, yeah, he want to press charges. He said that he's standing there right there in front of Manny, while Manny's standing there, I guess, being arrested, being handcuffed, whatever. And he said that he's filling out, I don't know if he's saying in the car, in the police station, but he's saying that he's filling out the police report. And he said that he's taking this good old time. He said he's looking over at Manny. He could see Manny getting upset or whatever as he's filling out this police report. He said he took his time. He made sure every word was spelled correctly. All the punctuations, periods, and commas was in the correct spot. And then he said it dawned on him that he had his phone in his pocket, and he couldn't remember if he kept the phone in his pocket, it was still going live. He pulled it out, looked over at Manny. He said Manny was fuming, probably looking like, oh, what, you going live? You're streaming this whole thing? So this is what Manny is saying in the video. So then he's saying too that his back hurt. And and that on their court date, because he's saying 2 months ago, he's saying that they still have not. So I don't know after this if he ended up getting a court date, but he's saying at this particular time that he had not got his court date yet, and that he wanted to make sure he had all his hospital records and stuff, because he feel like he got whiplash in his back, and Manny is gonna have to pay for this and these charges and stuff like that. So this is what's being said on that side, whatever. So this is just to let you know how much beefing. So it's more than just it was a YouTube beef, because they first met on the strip in person before the social media thing. It's more than it was just a copyright thing, because then they had another encounter on the strip where Manny pushed Finney. Now Finney is saying, because somebody asks him in one of his video clips, how tall is he? And I think he says 6'4". 6'4". So this is a tall man. And Manny appears to be a small, a little small. See, you small, little, short in stature, basically. So you can see, so I'm just saying that you can see how in his mind, looking at because you charged them. So if you did want to fight him, that was your opportunity right there. When you seen him, you could have been like, hey, Manny, turn around, let's go. And then y'all could have fought, but you're all the way down here. He all the way up there. You ain't trying to fight him, whatever. So, the thinking behind him deciding that he wanted to shoot. I mean, now here go the thing about it for me. In addition to everybody else, is subscribers, not all subscribers, not all followers. Some of them ain't about that life. They sit there, they watch, but they're not really saying anything. But sometimes even watching, giving that number is a fuel to the fire. I've done it too. But subscribers and followers definitely be fueling the fire. They definitely fuel it, because it's like reality TV for them. They not in the beef, you're in the beef. So I'm just gonna sit there and send you super chats and send you cash apps and rally you on to make you feel like that maybe you're doing the right thing. And this is on both sides. I think both sides had too many people fueling the fire for them. It's just like being a celebrity with an entourage. That entourage making you feel good, you know. Oh, you singing good. That's a good song. This song is probably not even a good song. You're probably not even doing right. But oh, you're doing good. You're doing right. Oh, we love it. Woo, look at you. And then you just feeling yourself. You know, so then they got you thinking that maybe what you're doing is right. Like maybe this is a good thing. Maybe this is what I should be doing. You know, like people like this. I should keep going with it. It takes a special type of mind, a special type of mindset to sit back even with everyone applauding you and say, yes, yes, keep doing it. All the hearts and we love you and you're doing it right. And let me send you $20 and $100 and $5 and keep doing it. It takes a special type of mind to see that, sit back, analyze the whole situation and analyze yourself and be like, you know what? Maybe I don't need to keep doing this. Maybe this is going to keep this thing going on. You know, like just maybe. Maybe I should try out a different way and just not say anything and then see how that work out. But you know, and this is the whole content creator thing. I've said this before. Content creators have to figure out about balance when you decide that you want to create content on any platform. Before you start creating content, you need to make sure that your mindset is right and figure out what your balance is going to be overall, how you're going to balance things out, and your boundaries. What things will you say and will not say? What things will you do and will you not do? What things will you tolerate and will you not tolerate? You need to figure that out. You need to hold yourself to that when you get on social media. And then, if you have had the luxury before you even started a channel, which most people do, have the luxury of because you done sat back and watched other people then and looked at the chat, because a lot of us go straight to the chat. We're reading the chat to see what other people got to say, what's other people's opinions and what do they have to say about the situation. Then you done had enough time to do your test study on followers and subscribers and see that with a lot of channels, where it is a lot of nonsense going on, people be applauding that and they be telling you go go, and I know you sit back and be like go go, that's good. Like why are they applauding that? Like why are they? Because that's just what people do, because they be wanting to fuel the fire because it's like reality TV to them. They look, I've done it. I've watched stuff. I didn't comment on it, but I've watched stuff and felt like I was watching reality TV, and it was on social media. Like each person was a character, and then since everybody got these fake names, then it really just seems like some TV fake stuff. It's like I said before, it's like the stories back in the day. My mom and them was watching soap operas and would be all into it. Oh, I can't believe Barbara just killed Jim. Woo, I hate Barbara. And you know, like they be all into it and mad at it and stuff. And these ain't even real. This ain't even real. And here on social media, it could or could not be. It may or may not be real. And people are just, it takes a special type of mindset to sit back, watch that whole thing, and be like, you know what? I'm not going to fuel the fire. They're going to have to fuel their own fire and go back and forth. Neither one of them. They. I think Finney and his wife, they probably should not have said anything. And then sometimes people be like, well, then if you don't say anything, then they're going to keep making videos. Who cares? Let them keep making the videos as long as they're not coming to your house. Now, this is minus a full altercation. So, you know, you ain't seeing them in person. But the people that's not seeing these people in person, as long as they're not coming to your house, they're not coming to your job, they're not doing those type of things, because then that's then when you got to call the police and try to handle things another way. But as long as they're not doing that, it's only social media type of stuff, then sometimes you just can't say anything. But people be getting really upset. Manny got very upset and brought a gun. Why would you bring a gun? Why was it that serious? Why? Why would you do that? What do you think he's thinking right now? Do you think he's thinking, yeah, that's what he gets? That's what they get? Or do you think he like, I fucked up. I should have never got the gun. Like, I don't know if he was high. Like, was you high that day? Were you drunk? Even though there's still not a reason. I've been drunk too and never thought about wanting to kill nobody. Were you high or drunk that day? Like, why would you bring a gun? And here go the thing about it too, as far as content creators. When I seen in the scene that I was like, whoa, in front of people, he didn't even care. Didn't even care. And then they're saying that after he went up, because he's saying, this is what he said. He said that he was walking down the street with his wife, and they're walking and they pass the Bellagio, and then he hears something that sounds like Bubbly. So then he turns around, and then Bubbly is dancing in his face. Really? So she just gonna come up to you and start dancing? But this is what he said. She dancing in his face. And then he said something about, then he see Fanny. I don't know if Fanny was coming towards him. And then he said that he sees something that appears that looks like, no, he said Fanny was reaching for a gun. So then he says he takes out his gun and shoot towards his torso or something like that. And then he shoots him again. And then he said, then Bubbly, the wife, now we see, boy, we seen the whole video. Finney got his whole face in the camera looking at, because he's going live, probably reading his comments and stuff. Like, what are you talking about? His wife was just on the screen dancing in the camera and walks off to the side. So if she's dancing just because that's what she do. Because in the video, while Finney is streaming, we see Manny and his wife walking down the street. We see you. It's like literally captured in the live stream. He says he sees that Bubbly is reaching for something shiny. So then he says it's a gun. So then he shoots her 2 times. The police asks him, well, then why then do she have a gunshot wound to the back of his head? He said, because she must have turned. Then he says he takes off running, takes his hat and his sunglasses and throw it by some hotel or something, he said, catches a ride share and goes to his friend's house, where his friend talks him into turning himself in. Now that's his story. Here go the wife's story. The what did I say her name was? Lucy? No, I didn't say Lucy. Lucy, oh shit, Julie. That's what I said. Wife. Now this is what Julie says. Julie says, me and my husband, Manny, we're walking down the street on the strip. I have Manny's phone or something on a gimbal, and I'm walking in front of him. And then I hear some shots. She says she just started running. She don't look back. Manny, like, try to figure out where her husband is at. She says she don't know who's shooting. She just started running. And then I'm telling you what the police reports say, okay, or what they say the things say. She running, and then she flags down a police officer, police, and then she says there was just some shooting and someone got shot, and they say, do you know who got shot? And then she says some YouTubers, and then they say, do you know why anyone would want to shoot them? Oh, because I think they had some beef, and I think somebody sent some messages or something to their house or something like that. And but she said that she didn't know, that she had no idea or whatever. So then I guess they could then question her about a video that Manny did. Remember that video that I said where he was in the car, and then he said that he was threatening somebody. Sounded like he said he was looking for somebody. They asked her, so do you know anything about that video? And she said, oh, me don't know the video. I don't know the video. I don't know what you're talking about. So then, but somebody on the strip, these cameras, the cameras is everything. Somebody on the strip was filming after the shooting. And who do they capture? And it's in the video that I uploaded, talking about the whatever. Who's in the video walking, looking down in their phone, look like they're texting or something? Julie, the wife. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why she was. So was this after, before, or after the police? After she, I don't even understand. I would love to know the timestamp on that with the in comparison to the time of the shooting and the time that the police arrived to the time that then she's walking down the street, look like she's texting on her phone. They may want to get that phone and stuff. And then I was like, so then they didn't arrest her since she was with him? Don't they usually do that? Don't they usually like it's an accessory or something like that since she was there? But since she used that whole story of I was walking in front of him with the gimbal, which she was, because in the video of the streaming that Finney did, where you see Manny and her walking down the street, you can see that she's holding like a gimbal in her hand. You can see the phone or whatever on it. But I mean, but like how was it? And then you just start up, I'm gone. You don't turn to Manny. Where girl, you knew that was him. You knew he was shooting. You knew he had brought that gun up there. Now, Manny said that of course he carried a gun because he has a concealed carry card or whatever, and he carries this gun because he's had other altercations and stuff there on the strip, and because of something about some celebrity status. Oh, he was saying he's a celebrity. Lord, okay, whatever. So he's saying he's a celebrity and he done had other altercations and whatever. But then there's a video that I seen, and I thought I had recorded the video because I was gonna screen recorded the video because I was gonna put it in that video clip. But then when I was making the video, I couldn't find the video, whatever. But in this video, Manny is talking about that he had just came back from the gun range or the field from shooting. And he's talking about having AK-47s and how he felt so good from the shooting, the release, and he likes to shoot. I mean, the video seemed a little dark. That's my whole point of bringing it up because people like shooting. Like I like shooting too. Shooter booter. But it was something about this video mixed with what he just did that seemed kind of dark. And I'm like, oh wow, you got an AK-47 at your house. Like, what other type of guns? See, people like that. People like that. And then here go the thing about that. First of all, when as content creators, so this is how content creators be thinking. We be thinking that it takes too much time to get these followers and stuff up. You don't want your channel snatched down. Like I said before, whether you got 1,000, 3,000, you don't want that taken away. You don't want anybody doing anything that's going to mess up your monetization. You don't like when you start losing subscribers. You don't like when people start making videos or channels about you, talking about you. You don't like that. You don't like when people start making comments saying that they don't like you and that you're doing all of this stuff. You don't like that. And then if there's somebody that you're supposed to be beefing with, Manny is saying that he didn't know no, he said that yes, Finney was making these videos, but he never watched these videos, that he didn't pay attention to the videos. I don't know if I believe that. And let's say that he wasn't watching the videos. You don't have to, because your subscribers will let you know about videos. They will send you clips of the videos. They will email you and let you know that people are talking about you. They will come in the comments section and they will say, they making videos about you. And yeah, I had her. And I believe, I don't know all the time if the subscribers and the followers feel like they're helping you out, but I tend to think that it's just more of to see you go back and forth. Like you like the dramatizations of it all, and you want to see the dramatizations of it all. So you don't necessarily have to even watch the video. They're gonna let you know about it, whether you want to or not. You're gonna just be sitting there, and then boom, it just pops up or whatever. Then they just let and then you gotta tell your followers. You have to tell them to stop sending me stuff, and they will still do it. They'll still do it because, like I said, it's a show. It takes a special type of mind to realize what's going on a lot of the times, not with all of them, but with some of the followers and subscribers, and be like, no, you're not going to pull me in. You're not going to yank me in. I have had people, GenevasClosett has had people make videos about me, post my home, try to talk about me and my children. Actually research my address, post it to home. Like literally made videos and stuff talking about you to Geneva and all of this type of stuff. Ask me how I handled it. Ask me. I'll wait. Take you too long. I didn't say anything. I didn't make a video, anything about it, because I figured that it must be something wrong with them. The fact that you're taking this amount of time to keep watching me, like I'm over here making my videos about my own stuff. It has nothing, absolutely nothing got to do with you. But you are so upset about the things that I'm saying. And I'm not even talking about you. Now I'm talking about my situation. I wasn't even talking about the person, but you're so upset about the things that I'm saying that you're making videos of me, researching me, trying to put my house up, trying to put the kids up. I didn't see the need, because to me it's almost like somebody trying to get your attention, because a lot of the times it be people trying to get your attention. That's why I said you got to figure this whole thing out. You have to figure out, as a content creator, where are you falling in this beef, in this drama? What is it for you? Because everybody's beef is not the same. It's not flowing the same. It's not the same. You have to figure out you. Who are you going up against? What is your beef about? What is being said? And handle that accordingly. So for me, I didn't see the point of sitting up there making videos, because I felt like they were like children trying to get your attention. Look at me. Look at me. Look. Or don't you know when you go to a store and then, or you standing there and then somebody, they pull out their money. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah, mom, right? Because they trying to get your attention. I figure that's what that was. You're trying to get my attention. You want me to make a video and talk about you, mention your name, put your name in the title. I'm not even about to give you the luxury of that. I'm going to keep coming on, making my videos and act like I don't even know you made a video about me. And matter of fact, another thing that I started doing, which I feel like the content creators should do, and I've said this before, is boo-boo. If you are a content creator and you know that people are talking about you and people are saying stuff about you, but you tend to go on your, YouTube, but you still like to be on YouTube, make you another YouTube channel. You ain't got to put a face on it. You ain't got to be, you don't have to do all of that. Just make you another one that has a clean history in it. And make sure that everything that you're watching in that one is positive. So then nothing about you is going to even pop up. Matter of fact, don't even follow yourself. If you want to see what you're doing, go back on your other channel and then check your YouTube channel. But on this one, don't even check yourself. Don't follow yourself. Don't check any of the negativity about you. Whatever channels that you do like watching, keep that in there. And if you happen to click on something negative, go in your history and delete it out. So then that can give you some time for a peace of mind. So then you don't see it keep popping up. Because then what a lot of content creators keep doing is they keep checking for themselves. Stop keep putting your name in the search menu, checking for yourself. Stop checking to see if someone is talking about you, if someone is saying something about you. That's saying that what you know can't hurt you, that a lot of the times can fall into play here as a content creator. What you know don't hurt you. If you sitting up there doing your own thing, living your own life, making your own videos, hey everybody, who talking about that, clicking off then, and people making videos, you don't even know. It can't even bother you, can't even hurt you, can't even get frustrated and get upset. Because the thing about it, it's just like in a lot of situations, but the thing about it is that when you hear somebody say something about you as a content creator and it's wrong, hell yeah, the first thing you want to do is, oh, hell no. I'm going to have to go make a video and explain myself. I need to let y'all know that that's wrong, what you're saying, and that didn't happen, and they're lying, and it's difficult to reframe and fall back and be like, nope, I'm not going to do it. Give yourself a good 20, 30 minutes, an hour before you click any buttons to woo-saw, calm down. Is it worth it? What is that going to do for the situation? If people want to believe it, let them believe it. Unless it's something huge. I mean, I feel like it got to be something huge that someone done said against me. And then the numbers on that would have had to been huge. Like thousands of upon tens of thousands done looked at that. And now people are believing that. And maybe then my number count is dropping because of this. And I'm like, whoa, maybe this is something that I need to go and address. But if it's not that, you just don't like me and you making some videos and you got some people jumping on and maybe I done lost like 20, 30, 50, who cares? Bye. A lot of the times you got to be like, if people want to leave deuces, bye. If you want to believe that, go. I don't have time to be sitting up there explaining my stuff to you and trying to, no, for your entertainment. No, then I'm the one sitting over here with a headache. I didn't clicked off. I'm still talking about it because I'm still feeling the same. For your entertainment? No. This whole situation with Finney and his wife Bubbly is so sad. They had children. I hear that they're from Arizona. They have children. I even heard that they have grandchildren. It's sad. The parents went on the strip to go do that they go do their YouTube job that they always do. Didn't even come back home. And they seem like some nice people too, just smiling and all the videos, she dancing. It looked like that they got along good with people. I didn't see no videos based off of my research like I did with Manny and the Sin City family, where people were going against Manny and Bubbly, like, yeah, you can't trust Manny and Bubbly. Yeah, Manny and Bubbly, they be over here starring stuff and talking about people and hitting people and bullying people. I didn't see that. They looked like some nice, cool people to hang out with, talk to. They look like they're very sociable, extroverts. And because he mad that he got talked about, yes, Finney, I'm sure agitated. They both agitated stuff, but yes, I'm sure Finney agitated some things a little bit more. Not a little bit more, but just agitated it because like I said, because of the people, all of these people that was on the panels, on his panels. Did y'all see the videos on his panels? Just negative panels, toxic panels of them just talking about it and laughing about it and talking about the wife and people shaped funny and oh they short and I will whoop him and people are gay and ain't no telling what Manny and them was saying on their side. They was probably talking about shooting and killing people because they're just super aggressive. So if Finney and them was saying what they were saying on their side, ain't no telling what was said on Manny's side. I'm very interested in this case. I am because I'm interested in seeing what's going to happen. I mean, Manny said it was self-defense. Boy, ain't nobody going for that. And you know that he's held without bond. He has no bond, no bail. He's not getting out of jail. He's in there. And I think, and I said his next court date is supposed to be July 3rd or whatever. And the funny thing is that I was going to go to the court thing today because it's not that far from me. I was like, you know what? Maybe I should ride up there. But it was only for 10, 15 minutes, whatever. Maybe I'll go to the next one. I would actually really love to be there when this case starts because I would like to see what else are they going to add into it. What other evidence and things is out there that I don't know about. I'm just really interested in knowing the depths of this YouTube outside beef that led to murder. What else is there? Was that just it? Was Manny mad because he knew he had a court date coming up for pushing or assaulting Finney? Was he mad about that too, or had they got the court date and went to court? See, that part I don't know yet because I just went over and I had already went over to Finney's page, but I'm just really going over there, looking at some of these videos and stuff now. But it's crazy. These stories are definitely crazy. Yes, and that's the Wiley. I just happened to see that, was looking at the news, and then I said, "What in the hell is that, Wiley?" They done got Wiley on the news, so I just think that was pretty cool that Wiley made it up there too. Right, and since he's here in Vegas, you might as well just go on up there and see what happened. Matter of fact, yeah, because I had seen Wiley and right, yeah, because I was looking up the news or whatever, and then because that is still, because then I clicked on Wiley's channel, and then yeah, and then heard what he had to say about it. So then, like I said, I was gonna go up there today. Then I was like, yeah, I don't even know. but I don't think it lasted for too long anyway. That's what I was thinking. I was like, do I really want to ride up there? Then it's probably going to be like 10, 15 minutes. I want to go up there like when everything really, really gets started. Or maybe I should just go up there next time. I don't know. Because I need to figure out what are the steps of the court thing, like what happens next. So at the next court date, then what is supposed to happen at that one? Um, since he has no bond. Oh, wait a minute. Is he then supposed to be saying something about his attorney? I think that's how that's supposed to be happening now. Maybe this is giving him time to get an attorney then on the next one. So I wonder when he turned himself in because I've seen a video where he came to the Henderson police station and he turned himself in and it was two people that was there with him. I wonder was that his wife? I wonder how they feel about the whole situation. Do they have children? And like what are they talking about? Like are they saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe Manny did that," because you knew where he was at. You know where, it's almost based on the things that Manny was doing, it's like it's surprising that this thing happened, but it's not really surprising that his life would take a turn like this. Because if you're on the strip, first of all, some of the things that you were doing seemed dark, okay? And then if you're on the strip, terrorizing people, knocking old men down, you know, messing with people and doing all of this stuff, and then and then you have this Sin City family that is supposed to be like just some evil terrorizing family or whatever. It's to me is almost equivalent to that child that like to harm animals, and then later on they become a murderer. You was like, you seen that coming? Yeah, 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 totally seen it. He's like, oh, I like shooting AK-47s and whoo, the release of it, just all of that together. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it makes sense then that later on in life, at 41, you're a grown ass man, you should know better. At 41, then you just take a gun on the street and then kill somebody. Yeah, I think that, yeah, I think this thing is just, it's just about both sides, both sides of being a content creator, whether you are the one that's picking on people, because there are a lot of creators that are picking on people, there are a lot of troll channels. And then like I said, he was saying that Finney was saying he had 2,000 and old boy had 40,000, because content creators, they do that too. They do that. And it don't matter what age. It sounds juvenile. It sounds very juvenile, but adults do this. They be like, yeah, well, you only got 4,000 subscribers. I got 9,000 subscribers. And, I get more views than you do. Oh, it sounds so juvenile. It really do. And I don't even think that the creator realize how silly they sound, even saying any of that stuff. Who cares? It's supposed to be a channel for entertainment. And you're supposed to making little denarios. But all of that beefing back and forth, and I got this many subscribers and you got that many subscribers. That's neither here nor there. Who cares? The only person that should care about that is you and YouTube, because they're the ones that's going to pay you. And but so yeah, I think content creation is all about balance and boundaries. You just have to figure out your boundaries. There are some content creators um, that are moms on here, and their channels are mom channels, and the followers don't like them at all. They don't like them so much that they call DCFS on them. They research their address and they call the Department of Children and Family Services over to them. Now, some of these creators that I'm watching that are mothers with children seem like good moms. Now, they probably talk a little smiggity smack, on lap, and the people don't like them. to the point that you would call the Department of Children Family Services because you want to try to see this play out on social media, because you actually would like for them to record it. And then you're looking for them to then make a video, come on, and then tell you, I don't know which one of y'all done called the Department of Children and Family Services, because you want to sit there and smile and be like, yeah, that was me. I did that. I called it. Why? Because you want to get their children taken away, especially if you don't see anything bad happening. Because like I said, I don't see nothing bad, and you want, because you don't like them that much, and keep doing it over and over, and just because you don't like the things that they're saying, you hate them. You hate them. That's like hate. You know, it's just like, remember before social media, wasn't it? Wasn't it Steve McQueen, or wasn't it one of the guys from the Beatles that got killed by one of their fans, stalked them? You remember back in the day before social media? Them crazy fans. They didn't know them celebrities. They didn't know nothing about them celebrities, but they just was obsessed with them, from the singing, from watching them in movies and seeing other little things. Like, I don't know if they made did some interview appearances, some show appearances. They obsessed, and then went and killed them, shot them and killed them. So obsessed it turned mad. Like, ooh, you don't even know them. Just and kill. So that's what's happening now on social media. They didn't actually I'm talking about with the moms, but they trying to get your children taken away from you. And I've seen this with a particular mother. This happened over and over and over again. And she don't know how to handle it. How do she handle it? She records the whole situation because she says she's doing it for content. I say all money isn't good money. See, now that's the whole balance thing. That's sitting back, analyzing situations, being like, true enough, this can bring money, because it's negativity, and everybody wants to see the negativity. They want to hear you talk about and hear you spaz out and get mad about children and family services and somebody calling on you. All money isn't good money. You don't need that money. You don't need to fuel that, play into that, because you know what happens. It's like it's like all spiritual bad things. If you keep dibbling and dabbling in that, that's what your whole energy of your channel is going to be like, because you keep dibbling and dabbling in that. You don't know how to let it go. There's nothing in your mind or in your senses or in your wisdom box that's telling you that maybe you should step back and let some things go. Maybe you don't need to handle it like that. People keep saying that the reason why they keep entertaining the negativity that they say that they don't like, this is what content creators are saying. They're saying it's for the content. I say all money is not good money. That's just like when we talk about celebrities and stuff, and then they do things for money. Like we'll be like they're acting gay for money, or they're whatever for money. I forgot what we call that. Well, that thing plays out in content creation too. You have to. It's about balance, boundaries, and balance. You got to figure it out. I don't think that's good content to make. I think it just keeps the negativity on your channel. It just keeps people coming back for more. And then it keeps those people. Now, you thinking in your mind, oh, well, when they see this, then they're going to be like, oh, I thought I was doing something by calling the Department of Children and Family Services. But the fact that she's laughing at it and made a video about it, it lets me know that obviously it really didn't bother her. So I'm not going to do it anymore. No, they're going to do it again. Like, what are you? No, they're going to keep doing it. Like, what are you talking about? Are you not sitting back doing your research as a content creator, watching other channels and seeing how stuff is playing out for people? Watch different channels and do your own research and sit back and analyze situations and then compute it in your mind. And now you have different scenarios and different ways things can go. People do not take the time to really pay attention to stuff. They look at stuff, but they don't really pay attention to what's going on. You're not really analyzing situations. You're just looking at it. You're not looking at all different scenarios and situations. And now getting an idea of how, I mean, like I said, it takes a special type of mindset to be able to do that. Because for anybody who wants to be a content creator on any platform, any of them, it really doesn't matter. Figure out where your mindset is at. And you need to say, what am I going to do if people start harassing me because they don't like the videos that I make and people start coming in my comments? Do I turn my notifications on or off? Do I go and read and look at all comments? Do I even need to do all of that? Is that going to bother me? They say sticks and stones can't break my bones, because sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt me, or some shit like that. Is that really true for me? Because that's a whole balance thing. So you got to balance that shit out. That may not work for you. What people could say whatever to you, call you all type of names in the book, and you don't care. That's you. But for me, it may bother me. So how you handle your stuff may be differently than how I handle my stuff. So I can't look at you and be like, well, this is how she's handling hers, so then I need to handle my. Nope, nope, nope. My name Geneva, your name is you. So I have to handle Geneva stuff like Geneva, and you have to handle your stuff like you. And I think that that's what then went wrong here on content creation. When social media started, like I said before in a whole nother video, when this content creation started, people just started making videos. And as people made videos and new people came along, there was no rules or there was no rules or guidebook on how you're supposed to do this whole thing. So people just started looking at other people. You start looking at other people and seeing how they make their videos, how they edit their videos, how they do their thumbnails, how they talk to the people, how they read comments, how they you pay it, and then you pay attention to how do people beef, how do people argue. So when people argue and then they say something, then you should go back and you should say something too. So then it's back and forth, and that's how you should do things. And because there were no rules and no templates, everybody just started following everybody and copying what everybody is doing. But that's where the issue lies. That's where the issue lies. You can't copy everybody else and do what everybody else do. You have to figure out what works for you. All, all, all publicity is not good publicity. I don't believe that. People say that it's. I don't believe that. I just don't. I think that you can bring negative, keep a negative aura around things. I think it can follow you into other stuff, and you may feel like that you done moved on from it, and people are still bringing it up. You start your channels off negative, and then you want to go positive, and people don't want you to go positive because they want to stay negative. So no, no, no. And there's so many different levels to even that. I don't believe that all publicity is good publicity, and so I don't. Yeah, yeah. Balance and boundaries. Balance and boundaries. So yeah, condolences to their family. They started a GoFundMe. The last time I looked at it, I think was like at 8,000 or something like that or whatever, because that's two funerals. And I think they said that their service, Finney and Bubbly Services, and their real names is Rodney Albert Finley and Tanisha Laquan Finley. If I'm not mistaken, their memorial service is supposed to be on June 21st. And yeah, and then and then it seems like too, when I'm watching or I happen to come across YouTube beefs or whatever, it always do seem like it comes from smaller channels. I mean, I'm not saying that bigger content creators don't go back and forth and stuff like that too, but a lot of the times it do seem to be these smaller channels that don't always know how to handle themselves and think that everything is supposed to be content and all publicity is good publicity. Poor babies. Poor babies. Yeah. Yes, words will always hurt. Yes, yes, you definitely have to take the Illuminati selling your soul. Yes, absolutely, crazy LB. Crazy LB, where you come in? Where the hell, crazy? Like you said, all money is not. It is not good money. It is not. Because I hear them say that all the time. And yeah, and some things you probably just don't even need to say. You don't need to even need to, like some things don't need to be said. Some opinions don't need to be had. And that's what I gotta tell myself sometimes. But sometimes I'd be ready to give an opinion. I'd be like, Geneva, just let it go. I fight sometimes between being negative and being positive as far as coming on here and speaking about something. It can be a certain something that I seen, and I'm just like, what? Like I want to speak on that, and then be about be about to come on here and you do a video, and then I just be like, for what? For what? They can say that for what? I mean, it's just negative. It's just negative. And Geneva, there's other people making videos on that saying negative stuff too. Like you don't have to. But then part of my mind be like, but then, it's content. And Geneva, you haven't made a video in a while. Just go on up there and make the video and talk about and just give your opinion. It's just your opinion. It's just but then I'll be like, no, if I ain't got nothing nice to say, I don't need to say nothing at all. I don't do that all the time, but I'm getting better. I'm definitely getting better. But anyway, people, that's what I came on here for, to talk about this whole unfortunate. Was there anything else that I wanted to say about it? Oh, some people here in Las Vegas, because I seen a video on TikTok, if I'm not mistaken, where they were some content creators was set up over there by Manny's house, because there's a YouTube channel, if I'm not mistaken, it's a YouTube channel that has Manny's address on there, and content creators were set up over there doing videos and stuff over there, and there was a man over there, and he was mad. He was like, this could have been avoided. The Las Vegas Metropolitan Police knew about this whole situation with Manny, because Manny had been picking on people before, and many people had went and filed reports on Manny and the Sin City family. And if the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department would have done what they were supposed to have done, then Manny